Good morning and thanks for joining us on News 4 at 4. I'm Lindsey Nance. Hope you had a wonderful Easter. Stefano, it was a chilly one, to say the least. I mean, it's feeling like wintertime, and it still is this morning. It's still really cold outside, but we do have a major warm-up on the way.
A big warm-up. That's what I want you to remember. When you step outside this morning, you have to grab the big coat. The kids will need to go into the bus stop. Just keep in mind that temperatures are actually going to get back.
Right now, a manhunt is underway for 27-year-old Demondra Gaines, who police believe killed his parents. Police have officially named him as a suspect in a double homicide with warrants issued for murder. News 4's Courtney Allen spent the night in the neighborhood in Columbia and talked with family and friends about the terrifying scene. A man pleads guilty after killing 3 people in a crash. 2 of them were children. In January of 2021, THP was chasing Michael Shepard on I-40 for reckless driving. A 406 and a federal judge revokes the mask mandate for public transportation, calling it unlawful. The ruling comes less than a week after the CDC extended the mask mandate until May 3rd. Now, we want to get you a quick check of the forecast with meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. We had a chilly Easter. It's colder now, so everyone's like, when are these warmer temperatures coming?
Yeah, they can't come soon enough at this point because we're teasing ahead to these 80s, and when you wake up in the 30s this morning, it's just,
like, what?
Yeah, it is no fun. Now,
so the attack falls deep into eastern Ukraine after a failed attempt of Russia to take the capital of Kyiv. The Russians also stepping up their aerial strikes, hitting targets in the far west. Matt Bradley has more. In Iowa, a second man has been arrested in connection to the nightclub shooting that left 2 people dead and 10 injured. Police say Demian Walker was taken into custody for the April 10th shooting near Chicago. And a Florida man is recovering this morning after being mauled by tigers at work. It happened last month at the Everglades airboat. The tiger's caretaker had just finished feeding them when Ignacio Meeb, a former mechanic for the company, saw a piece of chicken left in their cage. And a Kentucky man who did not want his employer to throw him a birthday party is given $450,000. So when Gravity Diagnostics brought the party to Kevin Burling's attention, he asked them not to throw a party due to his anxiety. But for a lot of people out there, that's just not realistic. A new report from the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta says that housing in Nashville is pretty much unaffordable at this point. We have a lot of news to get to this morning, but before we get there, we got to get a check of that forecast, Stefano, because it could be a little bit shocking for a lot of people waking up in the 30s.
We're going to have to go from heat on in the car this morning to the air conditioner running over the next couple of days. So welcome to April, I guess, right? We're going to see temperatures.
Police arrest a man in Nashville after they say he fell through the roof of a bar and into the women's restroom. Jesse Clute is charged with vandalism. According to police, he fell through the ceiling on Saturday at Honky Tonk Central. And in East Tennessee, part of the interstate was closed down after this rock slide. This happened in Campbell County. It's also right on the Tennessee and Kentucky line. And a man visiting Nashville describes the very moments leading up to a woman opening fire at B&A over the weekend. Now, that little girl, Tally Oakley, did not die. That's according to the GoFundMe account that was set up after the shooting. She is now recovering at home. And remember, we always want to hear from you. And a Texas man is facing murder charges after allegedly leading police on a high-speed chase. It happened after officers in Houston tried to break up an illegal street takeover. And right now, we're learning more about a drop tower ride that killed a 14-year-old in Orlando. The teen fell to his death from the ride last month. And as pain at the pump continues, one Tennessee customer in Chattanooga got a huge discount for $5.64, all because the gas station made a big mistake.